Hello and welcome to the More Baseball 3.0 Take, where we share our thoughts and opinions on just about anything baseball. There is no topic or person that More Baseball isn't willing to tackle. Scott Boras has an extreme plan to change MLB's draft. Like a lot of Scott Boras' ideas, the draft is also self-serving in a good way, but it's not realistic. Ultimately, it's fun and it's a good time, but there's things to consider. He shared some concepts that would change baseball's draft system. He's calling it the quote elite draft, but he hasn't really shared it with anyone inside the game. But he spent an awful lot of time thinking about it. So here's how it could work. Every year, by a specified date before the draft, every team would submit a list of draft-eligible players it would be willing to pay a higher bonus than the MLB assigned slot bonus of the number one overall pick. So he's basically saying the CBA, it's not working. Number 2, draft-eligible prospects listed on at least 15 of 30 ballots become part of this elite draft. Number 3, however many players are designated elite, that's how many teams are in the elite draft. If there are 5 elite players in a given year, 5 teams are in the elite draft. Number 4, in order to qualify for the elite draft, teams must win at least 68 games. If there are 5 elite players, then the teams with the worst worst records in baseball, excluding those won 67 games or fewer, are included in this elite draft. Number 5, the elite draft isn't really a draft. Okay. The eligible teams would bid on all eligible players, and the highest bid wins. Yeah, that sounds about right, Scott. It's your way of thinking. The highest bidder wins. Number 6, teams in the elite draft can trade their picks. Say there's a prospect, all right, on the level of Bryce Harper, and a team like Oakland decides it doesn't want to risk so many resources on Bryce Harper, but it knows someone like the Yankees or the Red Sox or the Dodgers, they would. So they can bid on the prospect that could sign for the vast bonus of, say, over $50 million. And then they'd ship him to another team for prospects or younger, more established players. But, so some pretty crazy, radical concepts and ideas. But hey, Scott Boras knows what he's talking about. It's crazy, but that's it. Obviously, there'd be increased money flow to players in the draft. There obviously would be more decisions from high school guys going and, taking the deal rather than going to college. So they might have to change something like that. But it would prevent tanking, that's for sure. Teams with a huge benefit in this elite draft. But you could build your rosters better for teams at the bottom of the league. It would introduce new kinds of assets. Assets could be wielded in many ways. But you need to create interest for these teams and give teams options. And the CBA is, I think, a terrible way right now. It's just not really working. But for the average fans, and it's a pretty entertaining draft. And if you could put the word Moneyball to this draft, there you go. Here's the Moneyball draft. Highest bidder wins. Winner take all. But like many of baseball's radical ideas, we'll wait to see what Major League Baseball will implement. Thank you for watching. Are you still not a subscriber? Please subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button below.